Hi everyone, my name is Tolu. Welcome to this course designed for young and aspiring learners like you. In this course, we will be learning about SQL. SQL means Structured Query Language. It is a language we use to query our database, and it helps us answer real-life questions using data. A database is a collection of related tables where we store data. Data is information we collect to help us understand things. For example, names, numbers, or even how many tomatoes someone bought, that's all data. Not to worry, we will learn what that means as we continue into the lesson. We will be using real-life Mushin data that I collated while selling foodstuff for my mom at Mushin Market. Ready to learn from my experience? Let's dive right in. Hello, explorers. Welcome to Tolu's Market Data class. In this class, we will learn something very powerful called SQL. SQL helps us ask questions about information stored in a computer. And today, we will learn SQL using something we all understand very well. The market. Because markets are full of information about customers, food, and orders. Look around the market. Many customers come here to buy different things. Some buy tomatoes, some buy fish, some buy vegetables, some buy palm oil. Every time a customer buys something, the trader writes it down so they can remember the order. All these records together become data. When we store lots of information inside a computer, we organize it in something called a database. A database is like a big storage room for information. Inside the database, information is arranged in tables, just like a trader's notebook, where all the customer orders are written down in rows and columns. These tables help us keep track of who bought tomatoes, who bought fish, who has paid, and many more things. Now here is where SQL becomes powerful. SQL is a language we use to ask questions about the data inside those tables. For example, we can ask questions like, who bought tomatoes? Which customers bought big red tomatoes? Who has not paid yet? SQL helps the computer search through the tables and find the answers for us. Hello, explorers! Before we start writing SQL, we must understand where the information is kept. In Mushin Market, every trader writes down the orders customers make. They use a notebook so they don't forget who bought tomatoes, fish, or vegetables. In the computer world, this notebook is called a table. And in our lessons, we will be using a table called the Customer Orders Table. Inside the Customer Orders Table, information is organized in rows and columns. Each row represents one customer's order. For example, one row might contain Mama Remy's order. Another row might contain Mama Tolu's order. Another row might contain Mama Chica's order. Every row stores the details of one order from one customer. Now here is something very important. Every order inside the table has a special number called an ID. The ID helps us identify each order uniquely. Think of it like a tag attached to each order. Even if two customers buy the same tomatoes, their ID numbers will still be different, so we know exactly which order belongs to which customer. That means no two rows share the same ID. So remember this, explorers. The customer orders table is just like the trader's notebook. It stores information such as customer name, tomato size, tomato color, fish size, whether the order has been paid. Every customer order is stored in its own row, and each row has its own unique ID. And very soon, I will show you how SQL helps us select information from this table. So explorers, remember, a table is like the trader's notebook where all customer orders are stored. Awesome job finishing the lesson. Now it's time for a quick quiz. This is your chance to show what you've learned and have some fun. Don't worry, just try your best and remember, every question helps you get better. Ready? Let's go.